Number 7, Luke Harris. Number 10, Ethan Beidel. Number 11, Blaine Fortner. Number 12, Cohen Mike Lajowski. Number 13, Brayson Staten. Number 14, Mason Dillon. Number 15, Anthony Spirito. Number 16, Carson Smith. Number 19, Nolan McGowan. Number 20, Brady Campbell. Number 21, Perry Schweitzer. Number 22, Jude Nisley. Number 24, Eli Winning. Number 25, Will Barnes. Number 27, Anthony Scalise. Number 28, Tristan Tidwell. And in the net, number 35, Tristan Miramontes. So Troy Trojans' regular season starts up next week at the Tam O'Shanter on Friday at 7:30 against Lake. And then Saturday, November 15th versus Dayton Icehounds. That will be not at South Metro. That will instead be down at Queen City Sportsplex. That's at 11 a.m. Saturday, November 15th. And then Sunday, November 16th, they'll host Elder here at the Hobart Arena. 5:45 game time on Sunday night. So I got about 5.5 minutes on the countdown for puck drops. Troy Trojans head coach, Preston Howes. Assistant coach, assistant coach Lee Underwood. So while they're warming up, we'd like to say thank you to our gold sponsors, American Legion Post 43, Excellence in Dentistry, Sheets Gas Stations, Sydney Electric, Deltec Polymers, Durnell Meyer Law, Independent Pump and Seal, ITW, REG, Oak and Arrow Beauty Room, Superior Credit Union, and Troy CarStar. As well, we say thank you to our silver sponsors, Casey's, Minster Bank, Troy Fish and Game, as well our bronze sponsors, Bill Wolk, Edward Jones, Canine Creations, Comprehensive Dentistry of Troy, Concrete Sealants, Dungan and Lefevre LPA, GMB, Troy Banking Center, Gordon and DeSantis Orthodontics, ITW REG, KSM Sheet Metal Fabrication, Leitner and Stickle CPA, Park National Bank, That Trash Guy LLC, Troy's Lions Club, and Watkin Mechanical. And the Friends of Troy Hockey welcome Irwin Chrysler Dodge Jeep. We really appreciate all our sponsors and everything that the Troy Varsity Hockey Boosters do. It's not a cheap sport to maintain, and we appreciate everybody's input to help keep Troy hockey going. Corrected me many times to say Michael Lajowski. Kevin himself has corrected me on that. I worked with him for a while, so yeah, I don't know. All right. I'll follow that though. Also at the start here, any incidental music you hear in the background is not controlled by the Troy Varsity Hockey Boosters or the owner of this YouTube channel. It's just incidental to filming in a public place. Got 25 seconds to getting things started here.
Now let's meet the starting lineups and coaches from both teams, starting with our visitors from Thomas Worthington. Number 55, Calvin Swinarski. Number 21, Quinn Sweeney. Number 92, Gunnar Cole. Number 16, Rhett Paul. And number 9, Lucas Bernardi. And now for your Troy Trojans.
right, starting lineup. Eli Winning will take this face off. See Harris and Carson Smith out on wing. Brady Campbell, Brian Saunders on defense. Fight for it in the neutral ice. Worthington enters his zone. Saunders across to Campbell. Campbell bounces behind the net. Saunders sends it around the boards to Campbell again. Campbell around to Harris. Harris starts to drive up the boards. Clears his zone. Up ahead to Winning. Winning will go up in the corner for it. Campbell goes in, sends it off the boards. There's a shot. A shot by Carson Smith. Worthington sends it back out to center, but not quite. Yep, there it goes. No icing. Campbell sends it around the boards. Harris sends it up the boards. Cross Thomas Worthington keeps it in. Saunders. Oh. Brady Campbell cleared it out of the crease. Harris across in the air over to Carson Smith. Smith pulls it away, sends it to the boards again. Keeps driving around the net. Hung up in the corner. Harris trying to get a shot off. Going to be a call here. This call against Carson Smith, number 16 of Troy. So that'll be 2 minutes tripping. That comes at 13:38 on the clock. Face off, Worthington sent it behind the goal. Schweitzer cleared the zone. It's going down, no call for icing. Worthington picks it up in the corner. Winning and Harris went in deep. Worthington sends it back. Brady Campbell's going to chase it down at the wall. Icing. It's a minute 41 left on the penalty kill. 13-19 on the board. Score still 0-0. Got one shot on goal for Troy. Winning to take the face off. Spirito and Campbell minding the blue line. Worthington across, clears the zone out through neutral ice. Harris disrupts that. Campbell gloves it, sends it down. Eli Winning goes deep. Harris stays in the neutral zone. He enters the zone. Worthington out to the neutral ice again. Trying to work it off the boards. Harris clears the zone, sends it down to the deep end. Going to be a change. So you got Will Barnes on the ice as well as Mason Dillon. Spirito and Campbell stayed on defense. See, 43 seconds left on the kill. Trojans have done pretty good at keeping it down in the other zone, but shot right here. There's a shot on goal for Worthington, deflected away by Miramontes by the blocker. Spirito's trying to mine that crease. Miramontes gets it. So Worthington with 2 shots so far on this penalty kill. 25 seconds left. So Schweitzer comes on as well as, let's see who that is. Winning. Brian Saunders. Now they're going to swap Saunders off again. And Spirito's going back out. So Spirito, Harris, Schweitzer, and Winning. Schweitzer's keeping that crease clear. Worthington sends it up. Winning puts some pressure on at the blue line. Worthington trying to set another shot up. shot chipped up by Spirito's stick. Winning takes it out of the zone. Back at full strength. Winning across to Spirito. Spirito sends it up toward Harris. Went between Harris and Smith there. Make a change. Now on the ice is Carson Smith, Harris, Campbell. That shot wide. Saunders and Mikolajewski. All right, Troy put some fresh legs out. So now we got Nolan McGowan, Jude Nisley, Cohen Mikolajewski, Brian Saunders, and Brady Campbell. Another shot. McGowan trying to fight it off the boards. Worthington clears the zone. Batted away by Miramonte's blocker. McGowan clears the zone up the boards. Trojans go in 3 deep on a forecheck. Saunders clears it back into the defensive zone. Watterson goes, shot. Skips off of Miramonte's glove and up and over. Well, Worthington kept it in. And Troy's having a hard time there. They clear the zone. Wrap around the boards. McGowan going in for it. Puts a little hit on. Campbell sends it up the boards again. Campbell fighting for it in the corner. Gives a shove, clears it. Nope. McGowan takes a hit. Thomas Worthington scores. That score comes with 9:14 on the clock. All right, Trojans now down 0-1, 9:14 on the clock. Shots on goal on the board, on the scoreboard, is a lot less than what I have. They've got 1 and 3. I've got 3 and 5. 3 for Trojans, 5 for Worthington. Now on the ice, we've got Dylan, Barnes, Spirito, Schweitzer, and Brady Kearns. Dylan trying to center it up. Worthington dumps it in the zone. Spirito got plowed down a little there. Mason Dillon lost his stick. Worthington's trying to get out of the zone. Kearns goes in and kind of mixes them all up. Gives Dillon time to get his stick. That shot blocked. Another shot blocked. Spirito and Schweitzer stay out on defense. Now got Harris, Winning, and Carson Smith on offense. Harris making a run for it. Gets his way in the zone, working to center it up. Shot, wide. Perry clears the zone. Harris sends it in, Winning chasing it down into the corner. He centers it out, across the crease. Carson Smith trying to center up, centers up to Winning, couldn't quite get it. Harris got it, sent it back. Back out to the boards. Harris up in the corner, puts a hit on. Schweitzer with a shot. Carson Smith with a shot. Oh, went right across the crease. Winning tried to get it. So now Harris keeps it in. He backhands it toward the goal. Worthington dumps it. So 7:27 on the clock. Still Trojan 0, Worthington 1. Jude Nisley take this face off. Cohen Mikolajewski and Nolan McGowan on wing. Saunders and Campbell on defense. Nisley sends it across in front of the net. Trojans drive in. McGowan sends it toward the net. Nisley tried to get a handle on it. Across to Saunders. Lots of shouting from the bench. Saunders sends it out, clears the zone. Everybody seemed a little confused for a moment. Saunders sends it up the wall. Mikolajewski took a big hit there on the boards. Came away all right. Another shot blocked by Miramontes. Didn't quite clear the zone. McGowan clears the zone, makes a run. Worthington dumps it deep, sends it around the boards. Saunders clears the zone, makes chase. Icing will bring it back down in the Trojan zone. Mason Dillon coming in for the face-off. Will Barnes. Brady Kearns, Spirito, and Schweitzer out on defense. Worthington centers it up. It's all messy in the crease. Looks like Miramontes gloved down on it. Mason Dillon with the face-off again. This dribbled toward the net. Still loose. Miramontes grabbed it. Mason Dillon with the face-offs out in the corner. Spirito trying to tie him up. Watterson with trying another shot, got caught up in the skates. Sorry, I think I said Watterson. It's Worthington. All right, Dillon clears his zone, sends it down. Back cross neutral ice. Worthington picks it up, sends it out. Schweitzer gets it, clears the zone again. No ice. They called off the icing. Brady Kearns going on chase. Worthington picks it up in the neutral zone, makes a run. Shot stopped by Miramontes. Trojans struggling to stop those breakaways there, and Worthington's able to get some momentum and get these shots off. So Eli Winning coming in for the face-off. Campbell, Smith, Harris out on wing. Campbell's on D. Brian Saunders on D. Trojans getting some momentum here, working to dig it out from the corner. Harris picks it up, brings it out across, clears the zone out to Carson Smith. Carson Smith back to Saunders. Saunders clears the zone to Winning. Winning goes in. Shot. Deflected narrow by the skates. Call coming here. Not sure the stop. Eli Winning's going to come out, stay on center. Harrison Smith on wing. Schweitzer Spirito out on defense. Across, Schweitzer stops it in the neutral zone. Spirito chips it away. Dumps it back out to Smith. Smith crosses neutral ice, goes in. Send it across to Harris. Back up the wall. Spirito hold the blue line. Winning trying to get that shot off, takes a big hit. He's in a vulnerable moment. Got a shot to the chest for it. And Worthington scores again. The score comes at 4:03. All right, Trojans now down by 2. All right, Nisley, Mikolajewski, McGowan out on this line. Spirito and Schweitzer on D. Spirito tried to clear the zone. There, Michael Lajowski gets it cleared. Nisley brings it in. McGowan sends it down in the corner. Long distance shot from Worthington. Schweitzer sends it up to Mikolajewski, but got intercepted. Another shot on coming out on this line, Mason Dillon on center. Barnes and Kearns on wing. Campbell and Saunders on defense. Campbell picks it up off that face-off, sends it across to Saunders. Saunders sends it forward. Icing. .253 counting down. Faceoff came out. They tried to center it up. Dillon chipped it out of there. A shot saved by Miramontes. Worthington centered it, but got missed, went out to the boards, now behind the net. Saunders trying to get it out. Dillon and Saunders trying to get it away. It's still loose in front. There we go. Kearns send it in. Worthington gets a handle on it. Mason Dillon trying to get it away. They bring it back down to the Trojan end. Centers it up. Stopped by Miramontes. Another goal. Next line having a conference. Eli Winning on center, Carson Smith and Harris on wing. Spirito Schweitzer on D. I almost cleared the zone. There we got it cleared. Carson Smith cleared it. Winning's got it. Sends it up to Harris, who takes it in. Harris working to get a shot across. quite there. That's Spirito for icing. Trojans keep the same guys out. So Worthington had to swap out centers. Winning put a hard hit on. Spirito tried to send it toward the net. Caught up in the traffic. Winning going to dig it out of the corner. Tries to center it up. Oh. Keeps getting up to the crease. Here's a shot by Schweitzer. Still loose. Carson Smith out to the corner for it. Harris disrupting him on the boards. Schweitzer gets a handle on it. Clears the zone again. And it's going to be icing. Got 40 seconds left on the board here in the first frame. So this line, Nisley, Michael Lajowski, Nolan McGowan. So you got Brady Campbell and Brian Saunders on D. Trojans clear the zone, 30 seconds. Worthington players lost a skate there. And Saunders disrupts that before they could take it to the net. 10 seconds left in the period. Nisley up the boards to McGowan. McGowan clears the zone. A little stumble there. All right, that's the end of the first period. Quick recap, shots on goal on the board is 15-4. I've got 16-4. Score right now, Thomas Worthington 3, Troy Trojans 0. Had one penalty that period, a tripping call against Carson Smith at 13:38, counting down. Trojans with a successful penalty kill on that one. All right, ready to drop the puck here, second period. Winning, Smith and Harris out on the front. Spirito and Schweitzer on defense. Winning drives it forward. Trojans got it in the zone for a second. Bounce back out. Schweitzer tracking it out to the corner. Spirito holds him from centering it up. Harris tried to clear it, bouncing back again behind the goal. Schweitzer trying to dig it off the boards. Whoop. Oh boy. All right, he's gonna have a hard time living that one down. So, yeah, it's preseason. So, yeah, just switched ends. Bit of a mistake there on Spirito's part. So, that'll be, he'll get his share in the locker room on that one. All right, it's a 4-0 game. Worthington taking another shot. Another stop, Miramontes. Get back in this one. Stopped by Miramontes. Out across. That one chipped off Miramontes, and somebody was right there for it. That one comes at 13:39 in the period. All right, Trojans got to get heads back in the game here. All right, Dillon took the face off on that one. He's got Kearns and Barnes out on wing. Tidwell Schweitzer on D. Number 7 with a shot, blocked by Miramontes. Tidwell with a bit of a late hit there, didn't get called. All right, Mason Dillon with the face-off. Another shot by blocked by Miramontes. Barnes sent it out to center, but Trojans still trying to get it out in front again. Tidwell with the takeaway. Trying to clear the zone. There it clears. A boarding, definitely a boarding there by number 7. Not called. Michael Lajewski slow to get up. Disrupts that in the neutral zone, but number 7, Worthington dumps it in. Schweitzer out at the boards, sends out to Nisley. Trojans clear the zone. Nisley getting a run on it. Heads down to the corners. Worthington picks it up though. Worthington with a wide shot. That had to have stopped Miramontes' heart there. All right. It's not pretty, but Trojans enter the zone. Shot. Shot blocked. Saunders tried to send it wide. Gets caught up in his skates. Under 92, he's on a run. Snakes it around Miramontes. All right, Harris on center. Winning and Smith on wing. Harris drove it forward to the blue line. Worthington dumps it deep. Tidwell picks it up. Gives it up to Smith. Bounces off his stick. Eli Winning gets a run on it. Trying to get that shot. Shot just a little wide. Tidwell with a shot. It's deflected up by number 16 on Worthington. Two blocked shots by Miramontes and not up. Post came off. All right, 10-11 here in the second period. All right, Mason Dillon with face-off. Kearns and Barnes out on wing. Campbell and Saunders on defense. Campbell sent it across. Worthington picked it up. Number 7 goes with it, makes a run. So close. It was too close for comfort. And that one's in. Oh, boy. That one comes with 9:47 on the clock. All right, Mason Dillon on face-off. Kearns and Barnes on wing still. Tidwell and Saunders on defense. Kearns tags up. Got caught up in Saunders' shin pads and here we go. Mason Dillon's got to run. Tried to send it out on center. And Brady Campbell's going to get a tripping call. Might get something extra for that extra hit. This penalty comes at 9:02 in the second period. All right, this penalty kill got Winning out on center. Some Carson Smith on wing. Schweitzer and Harris working together on defense. Glove saved Miramontes. That shot right in at 8:46. Trojans now down 8-0. Penalty clears. Trojans will be back at full strength. All right, we see Spirito return to the ice on this one. Winning Smith and Harris on forward. That's Schweitzer, Spirito on D. Shot by Harris. Gonna be a call. It's a call on number 15, Worthington. In a roughing. That comes at 8:25 in period. Trojans had another little confusion there, I think, on direction. Let's bring it back down to the Trojan end. Going to be a tripping call here against Campbell, it looks like. Oh, no, cross check. That's going to come at 7:57. All right, so we're going to be 4-on-4 for another minute and 32. So Smith takes that.
Number 20 as a 2-minute minor for cross-checking.
Harris working it off the boards in the Trojan end. Shot caught up in the traffic. Smith clears it. Winning's going to go deep. Smith stays back by the blue line. Barnes and Harris staying back on D. No call on that. Carson Smith trying to work it out of the corner. Sends it back to the point, though. Worthington with a shot deflected wide by Winning's leg pads. Clears the Trojan zone. Trojans make a fast change. Kearns and Dillon come out. Trojans mix them up there. It clears the zone. Worthington dumps it back deep. Barnes picks it up. Skating with it, chips it across to Dillon. Dillon trying to get through neutral ice. Dumps it down into the Worthington zone. Pulls out of the corner, trying to center it up. Up in the corner. Quite hold. .34 in the period. All right, so this line, Jude Nisley, Ko Miklajewski, Nolan McGowan, Spirito, Schweitzer out on defense. These kids all played together with the Troy Bruins a few years ago. Miklajewski clears the zone. So starting out this third period, Trojans still on a penalty kill, so it's 5-on-3. And one penalty's cleared. That goal comes at 14:08. We are running the clock at this point, so now 5-on-4. So on the ice, winning Harris, Carson Smith, Schweitzer on, Brady Campbell on D. Got 30 seconds left on the penalty kill here for Spiritos out of the box. That one's up out of play. All right, Dylan on that face-off. Will Barnes, Spirito, and Brady Kearns. Brady Campbell out. Trojans trying to clear this zone. Barnes with it. Sends it to Mason Dillon, bounces off the skates. Spirito trips it up into the zone. He takes a run on it. Runs in deep. Dillon got some open ice. Oh, chipped it back. Spirito had moved. Spirito going to get out of the corner. Brady Kearns in there. Worthington goes back in the Trojan zone. Another shot saved by Miramontes. Schweitzer and Saunders out on defense now. Barnes cross ice to Kearns. Kearns enters the zone, shoots. Nisley, Victor Lajewski, and McGowan out on forward. Saunders and Schweitzer on D. McGowan held it in. It's out. Schweitzer stops at the neutral ice. Sends it back in the zone again. There's going to be a tripping call coming up, I think, on Nisley. Yep, number 22, Jude Nisley getting a tripping call. That comes with 10:34 on the clock. And again, this clock is running. All right, Winning taking this face off. Carson Smith got a run up the boards. Got loose, go back in the neutral ice. Smith's hungry for it, gets the room. Shot, blocked. Winning trying to work it out of the corner. Coming up the wall, Harris. Harris puts it toward the net. No icing, so Troy sends it down and out through the neutral ice again. Winning will give some chase. Carson Smith holding back by the blue line. Winning keeps it in the corner. Put your hand in the door. There's a trip. It's tripping call number 50, Thomas Worthington. Trojans are back at full strength. They haven't let him out of the box yet, though. Am I missing something? Thought Trojans are back at full strength. Huh?
They're not putting it up there.
A Cardinals penalty coming to number 50. It's a 2-minute lineup for Bucky.
All right, Winning trying to hold the blue line, got past him through the neutral zone. Carson Smith is going to take a penalty for tripping. He was playing the puck, I thought, but well. All right, Harris coming in for this face-off. Kearns and Dillon also on offense. Schweitzer holding down defense. He's playing 4-on-4 here for another 52 seconds. Another score, Thomas Worthington at 7:41. All right, 7:18 counting down here on the clock.